Alright guys, we're going to try and do a little cleaner walkthrough today of this bus. Last time I did this, it wasn't sunny. You couldn't really see the color. Curtains were up. We added the Simple Life name to the bus front and back. The paint is a hammered copper. Comes in 1-quart cans. They're about 12 bucks a can. We rolled it on with Carpenter's foam rollers. Get the texture on it. Did things like the lug nuts, accents throughout the bus. The bus is a 98 Bluebird diesel, 7.3 turbo, with an Allison transmission. We get about 11 miles to the gallon on flat ground and about 9 miles to the gallon through the mountains. Of course, what changed that was swapping out the radiator and turbo intercooler. Took so much stress off the engine, it increased our fuel mileage greatly. We were only getting about 7 miles to the gallon and 5 through the hills, so it's really changed. Copper pennies are holding up well, none of them came off. Of course, they were black siliconed on the back and then varnished over the front, so it's sort of as they're sealed into place. Got a few more copper accents in the cab of the bus. Got the old troll dolls sporting. They're the mascots. Keep everybody straight. This is new. When we were having overheating problems out in the desert, when we changed out the radiator, first we ordered 2 extra radiator fans. Of course, they run on 12 volt, so we wound up not needing them, and I made an exhaust fan, so when the bus has been locked up, I can walk in the bus, plug this right into the back of the inverter where the battery cables hook on, hit that on and off toggle, which I already had the plywood. I did buy the strapping from Home Depot and paint it copper, have a way to mount it, just screws right into the railing, and that'll help cool this bus off pretty quick. Gets a pretty good vacuum going. It's a little dark in here last time to really show the floors, countertops, all the bamboo trim. But we just kept it open and simple. I've seen other buses on YouTube. My father did a bus, and so many people put up walls and cabinets and cover windows. We just wanted to keep it a little bit nostalgic, keep it a little bit like a school bus, keep it open. And since it's only 28 feet, we did not want to feel claustrophobic in here. So we don't have any walls. What we did on the kitchen table was we took a bus seat from the right side of the bus, flipped it around, and that made it face the original seat. And that's how we came up with the dining area. Use under the seats for storage. People ask how we heat the bus. We use this heater buddy. Really works nice when the bus is turned off. I was really amazed how well it heats this bus up. You get so hot in here you have to turn it off. And that's running it on low. Runs on small propane bottles. The bamboo post held up better than I expected. It was only Gorilla Wood glued in place, but it's been knocked a few times and will not budge. So that's really good. But I always carry an extra bottle of glue just in case I need it. Got a lot of wood in here. A lot of stuff can happen. We swapped out our refrigerator, well, our freezer, with this refrigerator. It's a Vasani from Home Depot. We got it on sale for $198. It's got pretty good space for a small fridge freezer. But it did great on the trip. It's only 10 watts. It plugs right into the inverter, hardly sucks any juice off the battery, being only 10 watts. Oh yeah, these are good if you're on the road. It's ice cube balls. You pick them up $1 a bag at Dollar General. Therefore, you can save space on having to make ice every day. Just use those. You're reusable. Rinse them off, use them again. Let's see what else. People were asking actually how the toilet and so forth works. They aren't familiar with a simple composting toilet. And today I went ahead and put the little barrier walls up since I'm one-handed holding the camera. And let's see if we can show you how the toilet works. This blue bucket right here is full of wood chips. And sawdust works actually the best. It's in with a 5-gallon bucket. We line that with a garbage bag. We put down wood chips. You do your business. You cover it up with wood chips. So therefore it's keeping the poo dry. The funnel is where you urinate in the front. Believe it or not, it works great. It's just the right distance from front to back. I took a heat gun and slightly reshaped the front of the funnel so it fit the 5-gallon bucket exactly. Then what I did was drill a hole out of the front of the 5-gallon bucket, use CPVC pipe, 1/2-inch plastic tubing, and then I ran it into this container, which is a 1-gallon container. It's good for about a day and a half before it needs to be emptied. And as long as you have your fecal matter and your urine separated, the ammonia stays down. If the ammonia stays down, the smell stays down, the bacteria count stays down. And you still want to empty it often. It's not like you want to leave it in there for a week. We usually empty it every day to every 2 days. And that's with 2 people using it. But it's very sanitary, very clean. And it's probably cleaner than most people keep their home bathrooms. It just depends on how filthy you are to start off with, I guess. But we'll get this thing closed down. We'll give you a chair seating space if you need it. And you have an extra table beside the sink. A lot of people think, oh no, I didn't want a bathroom near the kitchen or in the kitchen. It's not actually in the kitchen, it's on the opposite side. And it's right next to a sink where you can wash your hands. So those of you who are a little afraid of a 5-gallon bucket, don't knock it till you try it. But saves space, saves plumbing, keeps it simple. It's perfectly clean. Our stove right here. I explained this in one of the cooking shows I did. This is just a wire dish rack you get from Walmart, usually about $4 or so. And what it does, it raises your pot or your skillet above the flame by about 4 inches. So therefore you can actually go to a simmer on a gas stove. Where a gas simple propane stove setting is on simmer, it's not simmer, it's still boiled. You'll burn some food up. But do this and it'll save a ton of food. You can steam rice. So it really works out well. Show you how these cabinets set to the back a little better today since I have more light in here. But if you notice how they drop to the back. So when anything bounces, it wants to fall against that back wall. It can't bounce forward. We did 5,200 miles round trip and didn't have one thing fall out of the cabinets. Not one. The towel's down just when I fold down the stove. I set it on the towel and that just keeps it from rattling. But everything wants to slide to the back. Through this whole section was our canned food pantry. Not one can even fell out of the cabinets. So they really did work out well. I didn't show the pills under the bed last time, but as you can see, underneath the bed has plenty of storage. Sorry about the didgeridoo and the broom in the way, but you can actually fit 2 more storage containers behind the bed also, but it needs to be things that you don't get into very often, or else you just wind up folding your bed up all the time. The top shelf I didn't really show good. That's about 20 inches deep from the back, 4 inches in depth, and we put quite a bit of stuff up there. Clothes, towels, sheets, a little hammock right here. We just keep our pajamas in, socks, underwear, crap like that. Little lanterns, they're just hanging up there with Harbor Freight hooks and chain. We just drop them whenever we get ready to drive, lay them on the bed, put tea lights on them at night, give the bedroom a nice little glow. People were asking where our running water was for our shower. Give a shout out to Adventure Van Man. He gave me this idea. Except I wound up using a 2-gallon container since there's 2 of us, and I painted it black so it would heat up quicker. So we can do dishes with that if we're out camping. Just a bug sprayer you pump up and put a kitchen nozzle on. But do dishes with it, take a shower with it. On a hot day it'll get up over 100-degree water. Been adding to our sticker collection up front. We have to order some stickers. It's amazing all the tourist shops you go in, they don't even sell stickers of their home state. And that's really the only thing we were trying to get for souvenirs, was stickers from every state we drove through. But that's alright. Amazon, you can get them for about $1. So probably wind up cheaper anyway. But we didn't really want a bus that felt cluttered or anything like that. Didn't want to feel claustrophobic, and that's why we kept it all open. Some people love all the burned wood. I got a couple comments from folks saying I went a little overboard, but also the way I see it, we built the bus for us and what we like. And if we can give some people some good ideas on how to save money, how to make theirs look better, like I said before, that's all I'm trying to do, give people good ideas on how to keep it simple, how to keep life simple. And do things on the cheap side that still look good. You don't have to go crazy with anything. And this is the utility trailer I'm working on to go behind the bus. It's out of an old boat trailer. I've turned it into a cargo trailer. Got a rack on top, mounting for bicycles. These videos will start being posted soon. This will give you a sneak peek. Match the interior of the bus, bring the two together. But we want to say thanks to our 300 subscribers and, for following us on Simple Life. Hopefully we can make your life just a touch more simple.